Okay, we got Brook Ale here. I already did the pour. Nice big 2-finger head. It looks like one of those ambery red colored beers, but you can't see through it too much. Now, on the computer, I'm hearing that it's a bitter. Then I'm also hearing that it's a cream ale, but not the cream ales they make today. Apparently it's done in the style of the cream ales that were made in the 40s and 50s before they started adding different adjectives and other stuff to the beers. It says on it, inside the cap, penny for your thought, nickel for your thirst. That's the Brook saying. New cap for me. It's from the Better Bitters Brewing Company out in Burlington. It's 5%. It's a craft brew. Years ago, I might have had a can of their organic lager, because I think it was in that other OCB set I had years ago. Other than that, the only thing I can remember having from this brewery was earlier this year I tried that gluten-free drink of theirs, and because of some of the ingredients that are not in it, our laws say we can't call it a beer. Now with the gluten-free drink, the can looks like it's some sort of like a sleeping aid drink, but when I drank it, after the first few sips, it was a beer I could see myself drinking another one of maybe in like the summertime, kicking back outside with it. But then after those few sips, that gluten-free drink they made just turned into crap, and I would not drink it again. So I can't, say anything about Better Bitters Brewing Company yet, because I don't know much about their stuff, because I haven't been to breweries before, and I'm not going to be at anytime soon. So not all the beers breweries make get in our stores, so I miss out on some beers. But they could have a whole lot of good ones. Some people are telling me all I'm probably going to find in the stores is maybe like their Pilsner and Lager. But one time I might have seen a can of their Green Apple Pilsner for sale. I think it would be better and more worthy of wanting to try out if it were Green Apple malt liquor, because it'd still be another style of lager. But anyways, the tasting notes on this beer, it says a blend of 5 malted barley gives our ale great body and its unique ruby red color. Selected European hops create a perfect balance in flavor. Naturally carbonated, aged 4 weeks, gives great smoothness. But over on Brook's official website, they just say a classic amber ale balancing 6 select malts with English frugal hops and natural carbonated for a rich, creamy finish. So I'm going to go under the assumption that it's some sort of a cream ale in the way that they did it in the 40s and 50s, long before I was born. It's 5%. It's Brook Ale. Time to see what this one's like smell-wise. Whoa! Like this big toffee caramel smell. Holy damn, that's interesting. Wow, a really sweet toffee caramel kind of mixture smell there. And that's the dominant smell. Whoa, this beer just smells really desserty delicious, and it's 5%. I'm going to dive in now. Well, I wasn't born in the 40s or 50s to know what the cream ales would have been like back then. So when it was first in my mouth, I was thinking, yeah, I agree, more bitter. But after I let that sip play around in my mouth, I'd agree a bit with cream ale as well. The frugal hops, I don't know what the IBU is, but they're in there pretty heavy and bitter-like. And that's what first shows up in my mouth instantly. Then, as the heaviness stays, but the hop bite goes away, I'm given a little bit of sourness that then goes into this creamy, caramelly, toffee, smooth richness in the finish, which I think tastes pretty kick-ass. It's a little bit watery. So I gotta say, my least favorite part about it is the heaviness in the belly I'm getting. Second least favorite part would be the hops. Third would be the slight little sourness you taste there briefly. But all of that toffee and caramel and creamy smoothness in the finish is way too delicious. So if this one didn't have the heaviness and the hop bite it has to it, I would give it a heck of a lot higher of a rating for everything else it has. But because it's got a hop bitterness and a heaviness there, I'm going to give it 2.3 out of 5. But if it didn't, then it would be definitely a 3 out of 5 for the other flavors. So it's an average because of the heaviness and hops. Otherwise, it'd be more than an average beer. I really enjoy it. It's 5%. And yeah, don't know if I'll ever get to try something else from them. But if I ever do, you'll see the review. You know what? Screw it. We'll up the rating just a little bit because it's an average beer. Fuck the 2.3. We'll give it, for everything going to it, 2.5 out of 5. But just note, if it wasn't so heavy and bitter with the hops, then it would be definitely a 3. And that's my review of Brook Ale. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for viewing. Peace.